you're looking at is the infamous Kingsmouth Island. And for quite some time, my crew and I have been slowly taking this place over, although the three of us have been living out of this small boat. But we wanted something more. A place we could call home, a settlement, and a hub for survivors, which is where this harbor comes in. Our goal is to convert this plain harbor into something much greater and reclaim control over this island. So, without further ado, let's pick up where we left off. Recently, my crew and I had just cleared out this entire military base, which took multiple days worth of fighting and tending to our needs. In the end, we found an ungodly amount of ammo, guns, gear, you name it. Plus, if that wasn't enough, we had also managed to fully recover a pristine helicopter. You know, I know it's not much right now, but soon this place could really become quite a fucking compound.
Agreed.
We were officially OP. I mean, we had almost literally everything we could possibly need, but what good does all this loot and wealth do if you have no place or home to hold it? Not to mention, but the three of us don't need all this stuff. There were plenty of other survivors out there in this world that needed help and aid. It is safe to say we have a good leg up, but we have a lot of work still left to do, which is where our main goals come in. Firstly, I wanted to build something significant with my crew. Luckily, my friend 𝐴𝐶 is an amazing builder and has the highest carpentry skills in the group, with myself running just behind him. So with that being said, our main goal is to build a fortress or a settlement of some kind, not only to store loot, but a place to call home and park our boats, our helicopter, along with housing other survivors, which takes me to my next point. Secondly, I wanted to expand my crew and bring more people here to Kingsmouth, and we hope to rebuild some form of society on this island. The only downside is there is a lot of land to uncover, but thankfully this is where the helicopter will be extremely useful to us. So anyways, let's pick up this adventure right where I left it, on the harbor with my now good friend 𝐴𝐶. So I don't know about you, 𝐴𝐶. I understand you're a bit of a carpenter, is that right?
Yeah, I like building, that's for sure.
Maybe we could both come up with some ideas for building this place up. So what I'm thinking is maybe like we try to build our base structure, and then maybe we can have a dock out over there where we can fish and park other boats. We can map out a little spot for the helicopter, maybe here in this square, and we can grow some farms all along this section here in this like patch.
Yeah,
this
sounds
square.
good.
So to summarize, 𝐴𝐶 and I discussed some rough plans for what we wanted to do with the base or how we wanted to build it. And for the first time, I'm actually working on a build with another person. I've never split the responsibility with someone before, but I have a lot of faith in 𝐴𝐶. Either way, he and I would work on the base together or at different times. Speaking of which, I had left the base to search for a car battery recharger. Turns out that Stanley had left the lights on in the boats and the battery had died. So I wanted a small side quest to search for one. I had checked a handful of mechanic loot spawns around the island, but had no luck finding one, up until I had noticed this mobile generator thingy, or whatever you would call this, and then would use my old box truck to tow it back to base. Returning home, I had noticed my crew wasn't around at the moment, but 𝐴𝐶 certainly had been busy putting up a wall at the entrance of the harbor and doing some work on the shipping containers near the entrance as well. Now, the reason I got this generator thing is because it can also be used as a car battery charger when powered. All right, let's see if this guy works. Got some fuel. Ah, okay, cool. I can use it as a battery charger. Nice. Okay, so I should be able to just do this. Install battery. Cool. Okay, I can charge my batteries in here. That's awesome, actually. Perfect. Let's go ahead and just refill this up with a little bit more gas, and then we'll leave it be. So working on the base was my primary goal for this current moment. Currently, we just had a random stack of crates set up with all our loot out in the open, which certainly was not for the best. So I would end up taking my helicopter and fly over to some nearby forest and begin chopping down some trees to collect a bunch of logs. Only problem was we didn't have a ton of axes in our supplies, so I had to use some hatchets, which are not the best for cutting down trees. We also didn't really have anything we could use to repair our tools, which will become a problem we would need to fix rather soon. Anyways, after deforesting for a little, I would return back home, and shortly after, 𝐴𝐶 would return back to base. This is when we would talk about our lack of construction supplies and items in stock. Oh, hey man, what's going on, 𝐴𝐶? You're home.
Yeah, I'm home. I've been getting some logs for us.
Oh yeah, me too. If you hadn't noticed, I dropped a massive pile right there. I'm gonna read some carpentry books, and then I'm gonna go and saw a bunch of these and hope this will get me to like some higher carpentry levels. We'll start building some stuff. I saw you've already begun building this little like housing thing that you have up here. This is really nice. I like this. And I also noticed that you've started building the wall. Very nice.
Yeah, some basic walls, and I got rid of the bins.
We are missing carpentry volume 4. I'm gonna take the helicopter over to where I know I can get some books. You want to come with?
Yes, I need metalworking books. and tailoring.
Oh, perfect. Okay, before Ace and myself would take out the helicopter, I wanted to quickly mention a new game you might be interested in. This video is sponsored by Resident Evil Survival Unit. If you like survival games where every decision actually matters, this one leans way more into strategy and planning than just reaction speed. Resident Evil Survival Unit is a mobile real-time strategy game set in a parallel universe inspired by the Resident Evil world. You're dropped into a collapsing city with a small group of survivors, and your goal is simple: build, expand, and survive. Restore an abandoned mansion as your base, assign survivors to combat, gathering, or tech roles, and slowly turn it into a fortified stronghold. The cool part is that it's not just about fighting, it's about resource management, defensive planning, and choosing when to cooperate or compete with other survivor groups. You also encounter iconic characters like Claire Redfield, Leon S. Kennedy, and Jill Valentine, all woven into an original story that reacts to the choices you make. If you enjoy base building, strategic combat, and long-term survival planning, this game is absolutely worth checking out. You can find more about this game by heading to the links in my description or my pinned comment below. Whether you're just a real-time strategy game enthusiast or really like the Resident Evil universe, there's no better game to dive into. Thanks again to Resident Evil Survival Unit for sponsoring this video. Ace did mention that he still had a good amount of loot still stashed back at his old base, where I had originally found him. So together we would take the helicopter and fly back towards his old town, also known as Laconia. We would take pretty much everything that we needed and would leave behind anything we didn't, mostly because we hoped that if someone else out there needed it more than us, could stumble upon it.
Yeah, someone's been cleaning up here.
I did meet someone and told them that they can use this base if I'm gone. So I think they might just be taking care of it now.
Oh, okay. Is anybody like caring for this place? Would you want to like take the generator or gut this place, or is there someone who's been watching it for you while you've been gone?
I think someone is using it now. I think someone took over. Since I guess, you know, they did clean up outside and change the sign. I'm guessing they took over this place, which I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, someone's been collecting a handful of stuff. All right, I'm gonna go and load this stuff into the helicopter.
Speaking of, after Ace and I would grab a whole assortment of loot that we needed back at the base, we would throw it all into the back of the helicopter. We'd also left a note inside his old base with a radio frequency to reach us, just in case if someone did find it, they could contact us for help. Before heading back to the island, we also stopped at Ace's old fishing shack and collected a couple things that were here as well, including this antique stove. I would say we had a good range of items and supplies to help for a good while, but we still needed a lot more specific things that would be used towards constructing the base itself. But for now, we would head back to the island and even stop at the library near the base to grab a wide range of all types of books. Forging, mechanics, masonry, electrical, it didn't matter. Everything would later have a use. Once we were home, we would each come up with a plan. I would read carpentry books and work on maxing my carpentry skill, while Ace would grind his metalworking skills. Although, even after sitting AFK sawing over 100 logs, I barely even got enough XP to get like halfway into level 7 in carpentry.
Okay, I'm gonna call it there. I've sawed probably 100 logs. I barely scratched the surface with level 7. I'm almost halfway there, I guess. Maybe a little less than half. But I think it's probably better I just were to build some stuff and get some XP that way. So I'm gonna just map out kind of a frame for our base that I want to kind of construct here on this dock.
So when Ace had returned back to base from grinding his metalworking skills, we both decided to try and concept some plans for how we wanted to build the base. So allow me to show you the building plans. Okay, so for the base layout, we wanted 2 separate sections connected together via a bridge on the 2nd floor. On the left half of the base, it would have the main living space, consisting of a kitchen, common room, and an entertainment room on the 2nd floor, while the other half of the base would be purely for functionality, acting as a warehouse and a mechanic garage on the 1st floor, and having a library and medical office on the 2nd floor. But now that you know our design plans, for a while, this is pretty much what the both of us would occupy our time with, just building the base. It did take a while to come up with what building tiles we wanted to use because we had so many options to pick from. But soon enough, after toying around with the build for a while, we both found what we liked. Plus, we would end up dividing the responsibility of who would build what. As for Ace, he would prioritize the left half of the base with the living space, and as for myself, my responsibility was to build the other half with the garage and such.
So Ace, I see you've already started working on the base half. So what's your vision? Can you explain to me what you're planning here? Because I will start working on the other zone.
The vision so far is I'm just gonna freestyle it because I've been thinking about something for like hours and I couldn't come up with anything. So I'm just gonna build stuff, and then if I like it, I keep it. If not, I'm just gonna get rid of it and place it down again.
So after a while of just building the base with Ace, I had also remembered that I could reinstall the battery battery back into our boat since it had been charging for a while, which after doing so, finally the boat was powered again. Just gotta make sure that Stanley doesn't leave the lights on again. Speaking of Stanley, I or Ace hadn't seen him for some time now, and he still had that leg injury, which had us a little worried. At some point earlier that day, we went into town to scout the resort since we heard a gunshot in that direction. When we got there, the zombie population at the resort was beyond what I had expected.
Ooh, those zombies weren't there yesterday. Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess
what the fuck?
Gunshot?
Dude,
oh wow.
Wow, what the hell? There's so many in this lot now. Zombies can't swim, right?
I hope not.
Okay,
I've
well,
never seen one swim.
I think I'll turn back around just because it is getting late, like you said. I don't want to get caught out in this. There are sprinters,
Yeah,
so.
more sprinters. Yeah.
Well, interesting. I hope Stanley's okay. He's somewhere in town. We should probably send a scouting to look for him at some point. He hasn't been answering his radios.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why he would just leave without like a word.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Especially in his condition.
Stanley was somewhere on this island, and we were hoping wherever he was okay. Which reminded us he hadn't been checking in over the radio, so I tried to reach him with my radio here at the base. But as you can guess, no response.
I'm gonna see if I
maybe
can
when-
reach Stanley through the radio.
Okay.
I want to leave the island, but I want to make sure he's good before we go. Okay, let's see here. Is he on frequency 120 still? Stanley, can you hear me, man? Oh, they put the thingy away. Stanley, can you hear me? Is he maybe on another frequency? Stanley? Oh shit, he could be on anything, man. He might not even have his walkie-talkie on him. I think he left it in the boat or in the base before we left to take on the military base ages ago. So
Then what do we do? How are we gonna reach out to him?
I don't know. We might have to just go and scout the island with the helicopter.
This guy.
So we had no choice but to take the helicopter out and scout the island for him. At night, the chances of zombies mutating into sprinters becomes a bit more likely, and Stanley knows better not to hang around here at night all by himself. With Ace in my passenger seat and myself piloting the helicopter, we continued to search the island. We passed over the military base, which we had mostly cleared previously, but we didn't see any sign of Stanley being here. So then we would head around the southern half of the island and search everywhere for any clue or sign of him.
Holy shit, bro. Where the hell are you, Stanley? Maybe he left. I don't know. I mean, I don't think he would hang around here too long. Does this thing honk? I've never tried that. Hold on. It's just a little car. It's just a little car horn.
We continued searching throughout the night and even checked back on the coastlines I had originally found when I discovered this island. Ace and I then decided we should land the helicopter and begin searching on foot. We found this coastal villa while flying over, and this place happened to have a bar which we knew that Stanley was looking to loot at one point. So after setting the helicopter down, we began to search this place.
There's a bar up here. If there were anywhere he'd be, it'd be a bar.
Yeah, for sure, but this bar seems empty. Like it's looted already, right? I mean, there were cigarettes and chips.
Wait, what the fuck? Did you hear that?
Yes.
Hello? Oh my god, is that him? Oh, fuck. Yo,
Guys, I need
Stanley,
Ew.
get back, get back.
What are you doing out here?
What the hell are you doing over here, man?
Oh my god. I was looking for people who might live out here. This looks like a nice place.
Jesus, man. Did you forget your radio back at base, man? What the hell?
I did.
This is not the time to be
guy.
out here, man. You gotta come back to base when it gets this dark. God, Stanley, I thought
You're
the
lucky.
worst would have happened to you, man. I'm so glad I found you.
It was about to be. I couldn't run away from those zombies.
Lucky there were no sprinters, you know?
Yeah, bro. Seriously.
I'm sorry, guys. Just wasn't thinking straight.
It's okay. Can't lose my co-captain, you know what I'm saying? You know, Stanley, me and Ace were just thinking before, we need to go visit some of the towns inland, you know, off the island. So I don't know if you'd be interested, but you can come with, but in your condition, you know, I want to make sure you're not limping the whole time. Up to you.
Yeah, I'm down. I will come with you guys.
All right, hop on in the helicopter. Let's head home.
On the
Press
wrong
B.
side again.
Go around. Go around. go around. There you go. Yeah.
With Stanley rescued and back along our side, I had wanted to explore the mainland and find more resources we could use towards building up our base. At the moment, our loot reserves were mainly just weapons and ammo, which is not a bad thing. We just needed more variety in our loot to go towards building the base, and also giving us long-term status here on this island. Speaking of this island, our team had mostly looted this place and we didn't have everything here that we needed, which is why I planned on exploring other other places. Plus, if we happen to run into any other survivors out there, maybe we could do some trading and or buy things we needed from others. So with that in mind, Stanley, Ace, and myself would recollect back at our base and go over some plans while waiting for the early morning. We would take stock of what exactly we needed in our search. First and foremost, we needed a bunch of more tools for all sorts of crafting and building, not to mention but getting some more axes. We were also in need of glass panes, which are typically pretty hard to come by. And of course, we needed to get a whole lot more nails, screws, and metalworking stuff like welding rods. So once we were ready, we began setting out, leaving this island for now.
All right, we're just gonna head north.
You wanna check out my old base or no?
We can skip it for now. We can maybe come back if anything.
Okay, sounds good. You're going towards Central, I think. Is that where you're planning to go?
I'm just looking for any towns. You know about Central?
Yeah, Central is pretty much like a bit more to the west.
A bit more to the west.
Well, I guess northwest to be exact.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, I've been through there. As I said, I'm from there basically, so if you follow that road, it's gonna take you to Central.
Is there anything out there to be had?
I don't remember. I haven't been there in a long time. I think there are some storage units or something similar.
So, turns out that Ace is pretty knowledgeable about the mainland and has been around to a few of the other towns. With him as our navigator through this uncharted part of the map, we would stumble across this new town called Central. Eventually, we would come across some type of warehouse building, which is what we're looking for, since they happen to have a whole range of loot that we were searching for. However, this specific warehouse was different. It didn't have exactly what we were looking for, but we were able to tell that someone had been here before us.
Oh.
What? It's like somebody's been busy. That's interesting.
Hold on, what's over there? Hold on.
Just take a look, Stanley.
Oh, damn.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of sacks of rotten food. I mean, I'm gonna empty one of these actually and just grab couple sacks because it'd be nice to have some. All right, well, that was a bust. We can head back into the heli.
Whoever had been here before us, we must have just missed them. My crew and I would load back into the helicopter and continue our search. We even managed to find some more signs of people we just missed, like this random house out in the woods with a couple cars parked nearby. But so far, we hadn't run into anyone else. We came across a few things worth noting, one of which was a set of storage units and then a small set of warehouse buildings. The warehouse I alluded did have a good amount of random tools inside, which of course I took with me and loaded into the heli. Unfortunately, in our search so far, we didn't find anything like nails or glass panes, which we were still after. We had gone to 3 different towns so far, one of which you already know as Central. We had passed through this larger town called Corridon, and then made our way up to this place called Middletown. But any warehouse buildings we saw on our journey, we made sure to stop at it, in the hopes that we would find what we were looking for.
Wait, there's a car. Hello? Hey.
Hello?
Who's that? Hop out of your car. Hey, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. You don't have to worry about us. Just who are you? Can't hear him. Here, watch the helicopter, Stanley.
The helicopter? Jesus.
Hello? Antonio?
Where are you going?
What's up?
Why don't you come a little closer? We can have a conversation, maybe.
I'm hesitant. Did you need something?
Yeah, we're kind of looking for some supplies. We won't hurt you. You just give us a couple answers.
What kind of supplies do you need?
We're kind of looking for glass panes, construction materials, you know, generic loot, that kind of stuff.
I haven't seen a lot of glass, but I do have some construction materials. I was just out collecting some. I've been looking for disinfectant. Do you guys have any disinfectant?
Okay. Maybe we can organize some kind of trade here. Why don't you come closer? I'll put my gun away. You don't have to worry about us. We can talk. Just come on up here. We won't hurt you.
Oh, shit. That's a helicopter. You guys like with the military or something?
We're from not around here. Are you,
Fair enough.
You part of any other group? Civilization?
No, if not for randomly finding piles of Zed, I would have thought I was the last person left. You guys are the first people I've seen it once.
Interesting. Yeah, it's just the 3 of us right now.
I am nervous because some jackass shot me and left me for Zed bait a while back, so now I'm trying to finish healing up my stump, and I ran out of disinfectants.
Okay. We have some disinfectant. Do you happen to have any stockpiled construction loot that we can take off your hands, or nah?
Let me haul over the car. I got some stuff I just piled in.
Okay, no problem. I know we just met the guy, but let's keep an eye out around us. I want to get jumped.
I have the bottle of disinfectant here.
It's a nice car you got there.
This is basically what I picked up today when I was out looking around. Mostly metals for a project, but
I see.
again, I was mostly looking for the medical.
Oh yeah. All right, Antonio. Well, do you know any storage units so we can hit up? Not storage units, but warehouses we can visit that hasn't been cleared?
Actually, wait, no. I think there's a warehouse just down this road here to the east. I think it's been gone through, but there might still be some left if you're looking close enough. I wasn't looking particularly hard at the time.
Yeah, we're not really from here, so we don't really know a lot of the area. So this here is Antonio. My crew and I were not expecting to run into him, but it was a matter of time until we ran into another survivor out here in the mainland. And to lightly summarize our conversation with him, he provided us some information about a couple spots we could loot in the area, along with doing a small trade for some materials in exchange for a bottle of disinfectant. Listen, Antonio, like, if anything, if you want to, you know, maybe do some trades. We have a. Do you have a ham radio back at your establishment?
No, but I did find this Premium Technologies handheld. That's
Okay.
all I've got so far.
You might need a ham radio to reach us, but if you can get a hold of us with any inquiries, you can tune into frequency 110. We'll be on
110?
that. Yeah, for any inquiries.
Okay.
We'll have it set up in the in our base when we get back. But
Sounds good.
okay.
Gotcha.
Well, this has been nice, Antonio. Safe rest of your day. Okay.
Thanks. You guys too.
Yeah, hope your arm heals as well.
Yeah.
Me too. Nice
Good luck.
to meet people and not get shot. Fantastic.
I was gonna shoot him.
So thankfully, Antonio turned out to be a nice guy. We established some details for if he ever wanted to reach us back on our island in order to do some trades in the future. But for now, we split off from him and then headed towards a nearby warehouse building, which he had shared the location of with us. It turned out to have a few resources of which that we needed, but I think my crew and I were becoming a bit homesick. We had been on this long journey through the mainland for at least an hour or so we decided we'd have to continue searching for supplies another time because we decided we wanted to head back home for now. However, on our way back, we made a pit stop at Ace's old base to see if we maybe left any nails or glass panes. Also to see if anything had changed since we were last there, or if anyone had gotten our note about contacting us.
Did you say something?
I didn't say anything.
Hello?
Oh?
You hear that? Do you hear that? Hello? Is there someone
Hello?
here?
Hear you. Yeah.
Oh, they're in your base.
We found who took over.
There's people here. Hello? Are you guys?
Hello?
We come in peace.
Hey man.
Hello? Are you
Hey.
real? Are you people real?
What's? Hello? What's going on?
Hello.
Oh,
Oh
have you
my
guys
God,
been
we've
here the
trying
whole
to
time?
Contact people.
No, I mean, I've been around. I was in Cordon and came down here and
What's the chances we'd run into you guys here in Laconia? Wait, so Ace, you've met one of these people? One of these guys?
I believe did we not meet before, Antonio? I think my memory is.
It's
I don't
been
know
so
if
long.
if it. Yeah,
Well,
okay.
you
My
You remember you
memory
brought me
is
to the
fine.
city up there? I had to trek my way back down here, man.
Hey, Claire and Antonio. Wait, is that Antonio? How do you say your name? Antony Mac.
Antony
and Claire. Are you guys together? You guys like a group?
Nah.
we just met like 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, actually.
You know, a friend of a friend is my friend, you know? We have a little place. We're actually looking for, you know, more survivors. At least people that we know or trust. Have you heard of Kingsmouth? Have you heard of that island? Just a bit off the coast from here? Well, now it's our island. It's me, Ace, Stanley. We own that island now. That's how we got this helicopter.
Yeah.
And we could use the help.
Yeah, I'd love to get out of here, that's for sure.
It's a pretty remote place.
We had just met two more survivors, and their names were Claire and Antony Mac. Now, just to clear some possible confusion, Antony Mac is not the same guy as Antonio. Their names are similar, but it was only a coincidence. But anyways, apparently way before Ace and myself became acquainted on his dockyard some time ago, he had already been introduced to both of these survivors, mainly Antony Mac, but it doesn't matter. What I saw here was an opportunity to expand my crew though. I wanted to be a little careful on who I brought to our group, which is why I didn't invite Antonio to join us, but since Antony Mac and Claire were friends of Ace, I would consider them a friend of mine, and I could trust them. So after asking if they'd like to be part of our team, they were more than glad to. Only problem was our helicopter unfortunately wasn't able to fit all of us.
Oh, wait, we might actually need to do one loop. We might need to come back for one of you guys.
That's okay. I can stay behind because I can gather some things that I don't want to leave behind if you come
Okay,
back.
yeah, I'll give you some time. We'll come back. If anything, you can reach us on our private line. You can reach us
Yeah.
on 120. 120 is our private line. You can contact us there.
All right, sounds good. Come back for me. Don't leave me here.
Wait,
So at first I would have to give Tony Mac a lift over to our base and give him a quick tour of the island. We would show him around at our base and make him feel at home before I would have to leave to go pick up Claire from the main island. When I got there, she had been busy collecting all of the loot left in Ace's old base, along with anything she already had on her. I would give her a hand transferring anything of value into the helicopter. Speaking of which, I don't know if we intentionally left it behind or we just missed it, but there were a lot of construction materials still here in Ace's old base, like 13 boxes of nails, 8 rolls of duct tape, and so much more. It was beginning to get a bit late, so Claire and myself loaded up everything on us into the heli and would begin heading home.
Keep in mind, I don't think a lot of people know about this this area. It's kind of a secret, I'm not gonna lie. So, oh, here we are. This is the place. So this is the resort. There's a lot of zombies over here, so I wouldn't be careful coming down to these parts. As you can see, there's a lot of them in the lot right here.
Yeah, and they get a little freaky at night too, so I try to stay in when the sun goes down.
So this is the base I was loosely mentioning. Me and my team cleared this out. This is where we got the helicopter. There's still plenty of things here, so I'll show you where we're at. Just a bit over this way is home.
You guys been living off the fish out here?
Truthfully, I don't think we've ever had to need to, you know. But yeah, this is home.
Once we were all back together, I gave our new team members a tour of the base and let them in on our future build plans.
Yeah, so this is gonna be the living quarter side. This is where we're gonna have our storehouse. Kind of like a mixture of things, you know, any kind of loot will go in here. Maybe we'll build a second floor that will have a library, a medical station, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, then over here, where the helicopter is, this is going to be a farm at some point. And then over on this side, on the left here, we have kind of like a little parking space at the moment, but this will become a helipad. And then just on the south side here, it's a little like shipping container thing. I don't know if you'd be interested in it, but like if you want to live in one of these, is there going to be housing? What exactly is your specialty? Are you a builder? Are you good at any one thing?
I think I like building and building for aesthetics, essentially. First aid is probably my go-to. I was a nurse by background, so during the apocalypse, so...
Hey, can you fix my leg?
Yeah, I can. Let's see.
Why did he just respond like that?
After showing everyone around, all of us would work together on unloading the helicopter, moving all the loot into our temporary storage containers in our soon-to-be warehouse. I also learned that Claire is sort of an interior decorator and will be helping with collecting things to fill in the empty space within our base, which reminded me, each of us had our own roles and specialties. And Tony was a bit of a mechanic and a sharpshooter. Ace was a bit of a generalist, but was good at building and metalworking. As for myself, I was also a builder, but the leader my team needed. And as for Stanley, well, he was just happy to be here. That's all really. We still wanted more people to join us, but again, we can't just go around recruiting everyone we saw. I still have plans to search for more survivors, but there is some level of trust I need to establish before recruiting someone. These 2 new members were a special case. But anyways, all of us would contribute in our own way towards our goal of rebuilding society here on this island, and even building something amazing here on this harbor. Speaking of, with all of us back at our base, and now that we had a good stock of tools and materials to continue building, this is what Ace and I would continue doing for a bit. With him working on the living space, I would grab a carpentry book to read, and then afterwards would start working on the second floor of the warehouse building. In case you forgot, the second floor I was working on will be the library and medical space for our settlement. But yeah, this is pretty much what I would focus on for a little while. There we go. Okay, there we go. Done mapping out the rooms, the flooring, and such. It took me so long to go through the million tile packs that we have on this damn thing. But we finally have something of a blueprint. So for now, I decided to take a break from working on the base as I wanted to check up on Antonio, that same fella I had met a while back all the way over in Middletown. At some point, Ace had mentioned to me that he now had a radio and was trying to contact me, but I had stepped away for a moment, so I must have just missed his call. With that, I figured I should try and reach him, but I wasn't sure whether or not he'd be free to answer. Antonio, can you hear me? You have your radio set up yet? Hello? This is Brollow checking in. Hello? How do I get a hold of people? Hello? Let's try 100 flat.
Well, you know what?
Oh,
you gotta be
hello? Hello?
Hello?
Who am I talking to right now?
It's Keza from KL Emporium.
Guess it's me, Brollow.
Brollow? What are you doing, man?
What's the chances you're on frequency 100? I've been on 120 this entire time.
So that was my good friend Keza, whom of which is another PZ creator that also happens to be on the same server as me. But him and I had no contact up until this point, and it was sort of a happy accident that I randomly found his frequency while trying to reach out to Antonio. However, he happened to be situated in a small city called Georgetown, and it so happens that he was running a trade business on the server. Speaking of which, Keza was in need of more gear, which we kindly offered to trade since we had a surplus of weapons we didn't need. In exchange for some guns, he and his team would provide us some materials to go towards our base, more specifically glass panes, since we were still after them.
Well, we've been leaving advertisements everywhere. We've got a business running over here.
A business? What kind of business you running?
We're in the trade business. KL Emporium, the best traders in town.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I'm actually looking to do some trades right now. I don't know if you happen to have any, glass panes by chance, or other building stuff?
we have a lot of everything, man. You know, KL Emporium is the best trader in town, so we don't mess around when it comes to business. You know what I mean? Let me have a look in the back here. I'll just funnel through our boxes and have a look. Glass panes, you say? How many glass panes you after?
We need a lot.
Okay.
But also, any other? I guess, how many do you have? I'll take whatever you have.
Maybe 10, 15.
Oh, that would be enough. Am I able to buy at least 10 off of you?
What do you got to offer?
Clean your stock. Well, we got some guns, ammo, gear. We have some good stuff. We have a lot of food as well.
Yeah, I don't need food. Or, if you're talking guns, we only really want the best of the best, AK-47s, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we have plenty of guns to go
around.
Oh,
you got a lot of guns over there, huh?
We got plenty of spare.
Where are you living at?
Oh, we're just we're a bit south.
Like where exactly?
In Mockport.
Oh, you're living in Mockport?
We're near it.
Like where exactly do you live?
Like near Mockport.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Maybe it's best I show you.
Huh? Yeah. I mean, sure. We're happy to come and visit. I'd love to see where you're getting all these guns from. Well, look, we're happy to do business. I don't know how to get to where you are, though.
No problem. I can get to you. I have my ways. Where exactly are you situated?
We're in Georgetown Drive-In.
Georgetown Drive-In. Okay.
Yeah. Once you see the building, you'll know.
Georgetown Drive-In. Okay. I'll ask my partner to see if he knows where that is. I haven't been up to that part yet. Well, Keza, glad I'm hearing from you. I'm sure we'll be
you too, man.
Doing some good trade deals soon.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'll be in touch with you, bro. It's nice talking to you.
No problem. Okay, well, just let us know when you're leaving the frequency.
Yep, I am leaving now.
You gone? Yo, these guys must be f***ing loaded, Frankie. You hear how many guns? I asked how many AKs. He said it like it was no problem. These guys must be fucking loaded. Yeah, we gotta clean these guys out. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
like,
hey, what's going on, Keza?
Hey, man, welcome back to the frequency. Hey, man, are you not leaving the frequency when you're pretending to leave?
Oh.
It's a matter of trust,
No, of course I wouldn't do that.
Okay, good.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sus of Keza, but performing this trade of resources would benefit the both of us greatly. Not to mention, but Keza and I go way back. We're great friends. Surely he wouldn't be someone I would need to worry about whether or not I could trust, right? Anyways, I would go and find Ace to share this information with him. It was just a short flight over into town, and after locating him, I would mention to him about getting in contact with Keza over the radio.
Hello?
Hey, man. Hey, I just got in contact with someone on the radio.
Was it Antonio?
No, I actually got in contact with Keza.
Oh.
Yeah, I just got in touch with him on the radio, the ham radio. He's on frequency 100. He's over in some place called Georgetown. Do you know where that is?
I believe it's pretty far, like northeast, I guess.
So they have a bunch of glass panes and other stuff that we can trade with them for. If you're interested, we can bring them some spare weapons in exchange for it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
The trade that Keza wanted would include a few high-quality weapons, more specifically M16s. And I just so happen to remember where we left behind some spare guns on a previous venture. A while back, when Stanley, Ace, and myself were taking on the military base nearby, a lot of the zombies we cleared had an M16 with a single mag or two on them. Some of those guns were disposed of and dropped on the ground as we kept going to conserve inventory weight. So these guns would be a good use for our trade, so that way we didn't have to take from our own base supplies. With this in mind, Ace and myself would reconvene back at the base and meet up with Claire. The three of us would talk about the trade deal with �K𝐫 and mention that we had to be careful about him. We wanted to trust him and support him over in Georgetown, but we felt that he might not take it too well to hear where we're from. Some people might just get jealous of our situation.
So I don't know exactly what we're gonna run into, but �K𝐫 seems to have a lot of stuff, and he was interested in our weapon supplies. So yeah, let's just be careful where we say we're from.
Yeah, for sure. We don't have to take the stuff we took. We can go back to the armory, I feel like, and just take stuff from there now.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. Yeah, there's a bunch of guns on the ground that I've dropped, so I'm just gonna pick them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Is your plan to go there? You're
Yeah,
not bringing them here, are you?
I don't know if I should. I mean, I said to �K𝐫 like I could show him, but I don't know if I want to bring him here. Although, like, maybe it would be a good opportunity for him to see this place, you know. And
True.
I guess
Yeah.
it really depends on how it goes, right? I feel like if he's trustworthy enough, then why not?
So Ace, Claire, and I would load into the helicopter and execute our first plan for the trade deal. We would stop at the military base and grab a few of the M16s that we had left behind previously and toss them into the back of our helicopter. Once we had enough for our trade deal, we would begin the long flight over to �K𝐫's base location. We were situated in Kingsmouth, which is quite a distance from Georgetown, which just happens to be on the far opposite side of the map. If it weren't for this helicopter, it probably would have taken us over an hour just to travel to his base. Thankfully, in our case, it only took 10 minutes of flying, which had me thinking, maybe once we got in the area, we probably should avoid landing right on top of his base. Like I said, it's for the best we didn't bring too much attention to us. So after searching around for this drive-in theater that �K𝐫 claimed to be based at, we would pull off to land the helicopter a bit further away from his base. I had found some nature trail that happened to be just far enough, which would allow us to go unnoticed. Ace, Claire, and myself would unload from the heli, and I would make sure to grab the M16s for our trade with �K𝐫. Then I would lock up the helicopter before heading in to finally meet �K𝐫 in person.
oh well, I'm here to exchange a few things, you know. We talked on the station, the radio station, so I was wondering if we can get those glass panes from you. Any other stuff? Maybe we can, you know, work out some kind of long-term trade deal.
Well, what did you bring to trade?
Where do you want to do business?
You can come in.
It's like a castle.
Yeah,
It is
really
like
does
a
look like one.
castle. Glass panes, glass panes. Let's see if I have any more.
Do you have any snacks in there?
Don't worry about it. That I can give you some. Here you go.
Oh, I got lots of snacks in here. Yeah, baggy cakes, red licorice, mint candy, lollipops, jujubes, honey, high heels, gummy worms, gummy bears, granola bars,
okay.
gum, fruit jam.
you.
You want some dog food?
No.
No, thanks,
you.
thanks, man.
I got
Glass pane.
13 glass panes.
Okay. Yeah, Ace, just come drop the stuff right here.
All right.
Lucas, I'm gonna need you to take a look over this trade, see if this is worthwhile for us.
Okay. What are we getting?
Wow,
What are,
you guys have a lot of guns, huh?
Okay. And what are we giving these fine folks?
13 glass panes. That's all that glass panes.
I think this would be a worthwhile trade. I think.
Only 4 magazines? That's not even one per gun.
Here, you can have one of my personal ones. There you go. How many are with you guys?
That's some interesting information you're asking there. How much do we trust these guys?
I've never seen this many people in like one spot.
I mean, they won't tell us exactly where they live. They won't show me what they drove here in. You know, we showed you where we live. You know, we showed you all our belongings. You know, it just feels like, you know, trust goes both ways. You know.
Yeah, it's a two-way street. You know.
�K𝐫, is it okay? Look, �K𝐫, can I maybe see you alone? Like just, you know, you and me?
Yeah, sure. Good thing.
Look, man, maybe we can have a walk. Is it safe around here? Have you guys cleared out the zombies in this area?
Yeah, for the most part.
Not so
Like
much.
I said, for the most part. Someone might have a horde.
Yes, so where I'm from, �K𝐫, it's not exactly around here. It's a bit off coast. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And if I were to show you this place, tell you any more things about it, you'd have to come with me, and you'd have to swear to never, you know, to treat it with confidentiality. It's really all I'm saying. You know, like some people
I don't understand. What are you worried about?
Just, you know, when you some people might want what we have. Is just what I'm trying to say. You know, like
Yeah, fair. You really drove all the way here from the coast?
we have multiple
That's a long way.
transportation methods. We have a boat.
Yeah?
And, yeah.
A long way to drive. You really made it up here in a car? Must have taken you ages. I've been down the coast before. I've seen some stuff down there, so.
Because I wanna trust you, man. I wanna trust you. I wanna share this information with you, but I'm afraid I'm gonna regret
You can
it.
trust me, man. I'm just I'm a good businessman, you know?
We go way back, man. That's why I want to tell you.
What is it?
Fuck it, just come with me. Let me show you my car.
Oh, okay. You park it down in the forest here? Or?
Yeah, just a little bit off the ways here. This is my car.
That's
This
not
is
a
it.
car.
Why don't you hop in?
Sure. Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
It's a little dark out, but yeah, this is this is how I got here, man.
Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. I thought there was no way you made that drive in a car. That would have taken days.
I don't know about you, but I've been living on a boat for like a couple weeks until I found this place, and
oh yeah, I was living out of a bus, man.
Oh really?
Yeah, I lived out of a bus for like 2 weeks. Pimped the whole
shit.
thing out, it's got some armor on it, and then I decided to settle down and build the castle,
In a way, we're kind of similar, except I'm living on a
Except
port.
you have like helicopters and like guns.
Yeah,
I
which is why I would like to help you out. But you guys, the thing is, where we're from, generic loot like warehouse loot, anything along the lines of construction stuff, it's kind of scarce. It's kind of hard to come by. So
everything's scarce now,
Right? Yeah. But that's where if you ever need any guns or ammo, that's where we can help you out in exchange for any like warehouse loot, generic materials, construction materials, that kind of stuff.
Fair. I see that. Yeah.
All right. Look, I can take you back home. I'll fly you in.
Thank you.
What the fuck? It's the military! It's the military!
Don't worry, Lucas, stand down.
So, admitting everything to 𝐾𝐳𝐶 was something I wasn't sure if I should or should not have done. I just wanted to help him and share my wealth with him. Of course, all of this would come to a shock to anyone who just saw a helicopter for the first time and heard that we lived on a remote island, but I wanted to establish a long-term relationship with 𝐾𝐳𝐶, although at the moment I was a little uncertain of how he was processing all this information. Anyways, after this long conversation with 𝐾𝐻𝐶 alone, he and I agreed to work together with any future trades, as I would share with him any excess military gear and weaponry in exchange for construction supplies or any other general good that tends to be hard to come by on the island. My team and I would leave for now and head towards the island to continue work on the base now that we have the supplies we needed to finish, because I had a couple employees that I could reach out to for future trades if I ever needed to and I couldn't get a hold of them. But after a long trek back home, we would finally arrive back at our island.
All right, well, finally home, man. What a long day. There's so many people up there. I didn't realize there was that many survivors out there, but we're finally home. So glad to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home, sweet unfinished home.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and catch some sleep off on the boat, but I'll leave you guys to it.
Yeah,
It's
same.
been
I'm gonna do this
eventful.
Lots to do still, but I'm looking forward to seeing what this island will one day turn into. And soon, once we finish this port here, this base, we gotta do some more work on clearing out all those zombies out from the on our island, make it more safe to travel around. All right, well. It was nice chatting. Good work, team. I'm heading off to bed.
Sleep well.
So it had been a long day's worth of recording, and my team and I were extremely tired. Each of us, including myself, one by one, would log off the server as it continued running late into the night. Our base was coming together, and our group, which I wasn't able to document in my footage, was busy clearing the island and making it a safer place from the zombies. I had 2 new members added to my group, and I even had found a whole bunch of people out there just going by their day, and even reconnected with a long-lost friend. I just hope that I don't regret telling the truth about our base to 𝐾𝐻𝐶 though. But either way, I had logged off for the night, and on the following morning, my team and I would pick up right where we left off. However, my recording decided to not capture any game or Discord audio, except for only my mic input, and this recording went on for like 4 hours or so I'm just gonna summarize a few major things that happened during this recording that unfortunately I don't have any audio for. First off, early on, my partner Ace had been bit on the arm at some point while I wasn't around, so in order to save his life before the infection had spread, I unfortunately had to cut off his arm, which really sucks that I wasn't able to record the audio for, but this is probably how it sounded, so just use your imagination.
Oh shit, man, the sound. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, it's so crunchy.
But in the end, Ace would be fine. We would even manage to assemble some kind of prosthetic for him to replace his missing arm. It was a small sacrifice to keep him alive, and he would have to grow familiar with his new arm. But beyond this point, I had also checked up on 𝐾𝐳's group over the radio. Apparently 𝐾𝐳 wasn't online, but one of his employees who goes by the name of Lucas wanted to do a trade with us. They wanted to buy cement from us in exchange for whatever we needed. So after a long trip back towards 𝐾𝐳's base, I would exchange a few bags of extra concrete powder and ammo for some electrical and metalworking resources like wire, scrap electronics, welding rods, and boxes of screws.
Yep, everything looks in place here. Thank you very much. Yes, this would be for now. I will let you know if anything else is in need. I think that would be all for today. I need to go and bring this stuff back to my people because we're currently working on a bit of a build project, so this is definitely going to be of help to us. Pleasure doing business with you, Lucas. I'll see you around. And again, you could always reach out to me at frequency 110.
Then afterwards, I would return back home and begin working on the base again. We had pretty much everything we needed to build what we had in mind. I would begin working on my half of the base, while Ace would continue working on his side.
I hope I did that correctly. That's so cool. Does it just open? That is really cool. Look at that place. Coming along nicely.
So the base was almost fully built, and by this point I and my crew had been busy reshaping this island into our home. The warehouse I had been building really came together, with the second floor library and medical office still a work in progress. As for Ace, he had also been hard at work at making our living space fit for us and nearly perfect. However, from this point on, Ace and myself would venture out into the mainland and search for items or other survivors we could bring back with us. We were ready to recruit and house others who were still on here solo and without a team. On our journey, we saw a lot. We came in contact with a man named Alex Ruby who owned a gas station business and had a rivalry with another gas company. I even met a kind but muted soul by the name of Father Verdant. He was rebuilding a place of worship and a holy sanctuary called New Eden, and thanks to him, he had a whole library of recipe magazines and such that I was able to use for free and unlocked pretty much every crafting recipe, even one that allowed us to craft glass panes, which had been so hard to come by on here previously.
Oh shit, you guys are doing okay for yourself. You have 27, 23 fresh cooked frozen rabbits. God dang. How have you been getting all those rabbits? Jesus Christ. The Lord does provide, I guess. What's your name? Father Verdant. I need to ask you, man, how could you still believe? Now, how can you still believe in the Father and the Lord after what's happened to this world? You think he left us to die here?
Without faith, there is nothing.
I see. Fair response.
The hottest magazine. 3 times.
Whoa, whoa, Father Verdant. That's very inappropriate for church, wouldn't you say?
And this wasn't all. I also met a nice person who went by the name Miss Bunny. She had been building a winter wonderland full of snowman, candy canes, and a little gingerbread house. She was considered the local artist and a baker who happened to be looking for a group to join, which of course, we kindly invited her to be a part of our crew. Ace and I would aid her in collecting all her belongings and take her back to our base to show her around her new home. We offered to allow her her own space to build a bakery on one of the shipping containers near the entrance. Later on, I would sit down with my team and write down town plans and a to-do list, so anyone from our group could just pick up something to work on that needed to be done, such as finishing the interiors in some of our builds, adding a visible road through the town and the harbor, and building a dock and helipad. Miss Bunny even drew a concept image of how the dock could look on a piece of paper in game, but with everyone contributing towards bettering this island and helping rebuild a sense of society here, Ace and I would continue working to cross things off our town plans, collecting furniture and goods from all around the map. And for me personally, my favorite find from all of this, and the cherry on top that really cemented our achievements here on this harbor, was this very piano.
Oh, hell yeah. Wait a sec. Oh, hold on. I'm doing it. I'm practicing the piano. Oh, wait, hold on.
C418.
I'm doing that one.
Yes, of course.
Oh, shit.
You're so gifted.
How beautiful is that?
That was beautiful.
Oh man. I think this might have been the best mod I've ever installed.
Everything up until this point, I had been using as a distraction from something I've been meaning to do. Ever since I had laid my eyes on this island, I had noticed a resort here that was overflooded with the undead. And if we wanted to fully take this island back, this was the last place we needed to clear. So Ace and myself would gear up and take this place on together as our final goal.
I would suggest getting some gear for this. There's going to be a lot of them over there. I've been avoiding this resort for a long time. Oh yeah, okay, we got a lot. We got a lot in the parking lot back here. Let's start from the opposite side, maybe. Did I put it down here?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to work, Ace. I'm heading in. All right, grab whatever. Oh my god. Ace, there sure is a lot of them.
Yep, let's go back out, I think.
I'm all out. Ace, I think we need to head back. Let's head for the helicopter.
We got rid of a lot of them, so next time it should be easier.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's about half the battle, I'd say. Good work, Ace. Let's head back, restock, and let me clean myself up a little bit. Just gonna head inside real quickly. I'll meet you in the piano room or the kitchen. I have to be honest with you guys. I may have gotten a little too close there up in the resort.
Let me check you.
Why don't you take a look at my arm? My neck has got a bit of a laceration, but the bandage is keeping the bleeding.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Fuck, Ace, I might need you to do it. I might need you to cut off my arm for me, man.
We will have to do it. Oh, there's blood all over the floor already. This is why I asked, buddy.
Thank you.
What happened?
I'll eat up. Got a little crowded in there, in that resort down there. Opened a door and then a couple sprinters came running out, grabbed right onto me. All right, I'm gonna pop some painkillers. I'm nice and stuffed, so I'm ready. I'm ready, Ace.
It is the upper arm, so I don't know if you can have a prosthetic or not.
Well, whatever it takes to keep me alive, Ace.
At this point, yeah. All right, are you ready?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
All right, here goes nothing.
Oh shit, man. Jesus.
Oh, the sound is awful.
Oh my god.
This is so bad.
Okay, cauterizing. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for the food, bunny.
No worries.
Thank you, Ace. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You helped me.
I don't have an arm. I don't have an arm. What am I gonna do? I mean, thank you for saving my life, but what am I gonna do? I can't hold a gun now, or can I?
You can rock a pistol and maybe like a one-handed melee weapon. You should be good.
Oh shit, bro. Fuck. Ace, this fucking sucks, man. What the hell?
As I said, you can still use a pistol. You're not completely useless.
Yeah.
Even then, you're the one who put together this whole thing, you know? It's not just us.
Yeah. What am I gonna tell Stanley, man? What am I gonna tell the others? That I'm just a man with one arm from here on out?
Well, that makes two of us.
Yeah, you know, at least you have a hook.
That's true. I guess I'm lucky.
You know, on the bright side of this, Ace, regardless of the situation, I, thank you for saving me, man. Cutting off my arm for me.
Yeah, thank you too. I mean, you did a good job with my hand as well, you know.
Thank you. I guess this is just how life is gonna be from now on. Maybe I'll have to retire this rifle here and get more familiar with using a sidearm going forward. You know what, Ace?
Yeah,
I want you to have it. This has been my baby for the longest time, but I want you to take it.
I'm gonna take good care of it.
Well, Ace, if you wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna take a walk around, okay?
All good.
Get used to the new life.
Brollow?
Ace, I'm finishing the job, man.
You can't just do this all alone.
It's okay, Ace. I had to do this.
No, we do this together. We started it together.
I'm glad you came, Ace. Let's finish the job. This is the room it happened in.
This is such a dark room. It wasn't smart of you to just leave like that, you know?
I know, Ace. I just, I had to do it.
Well, you're lucky I had the same idea.
I needed to know I can still do this.
Well, I never doubted you. I think it was just you.
Well, Ace, let's go home.
Yeah, let's go.
This place is really coming along.
It really is. There
I
you
think I
go.
can get used to this. You know, this life, one arm, I can manage. If I can clear out that entire resort almost single-handedly before you showed up, I think I can live out here.
Yeah, I knew you would. I mean, I
Thanks,
didn't
man.
lose as much as you did, but I had the same thoughts before, but I managed. So I know you could too.
Thank you, Ace. Well, I guess it's safe to say, let's get back to work.
Hell yeah.
Make this place home.